If you take a professional e-learning course, when you click the audio off button, the audio turns off for the whole course. So when you go to the next page, the audio is still off until you click the audio icon again. Then the audio turns back on. Also, when the audio is playing, there's an audio on or playing icon. When you click it, the audio turns off, and the audio playing icon is replaced by the audio off button. This is fairly easy to do in Lectora, and it involves actions and variables. Let me show you how. The audio off button was imported from the Media Library Organizer Media Online Icons. It's set to not be initially visible. Let me show you. First though, you'll notice when I click the visibility eye, the object hides or shows on my page. This is convenient when you're working with objects that are on top of each other on the page. Let's look at the properties of the audio buttons. I'm going to double click the audio on button. The audio file will be set to not play automatically because we are going to put an action on the page to play the audio file. You will need to create a custom variable called audio. I set the initial value to the word play. Keep in mind that I could have entered any word or number for the initial value of this variable. Now I'm going to put a play action on the page. I'm going to add two more actions to show either the audio on or off button. I'm going to add another action to show the audio off button. I'm going to add a similar action for the audio on button. We're going to stop the audio when the learner clicks the audio on button. I'm going to add another action to change the audio variable value to something, anything, other than play if the learner turns off the audio. I'm going to add another action to hide the audio on button if the learner turns off the audio. Now I'm going to add another action to show the audio off button if the user turns off the audio. Now for the actions on the audio off button. I'm going to add an action to play the audio file if the user clicks the audio off button. Now I'm going to add another action to modify the audio variable back to play if the learner clicks the audio off button. Now I'm going to add another action to hide the audio off button if the learner clicks the audio off button to turn the audio back on. And I'm going to add an action to the audio off button to show the audio on button. I'm going to check to make sure my audio buttons are working correctly. I first need to copy and paste the page temporarily so I have two pages with the audio on-off action set. Notice that I have done that here. Then I'm going to go back and forth between the pages, turning the audio on and off. If I turn the audio off, the audio should be off on the next page as well. If I turn the audio back on, it should play on the next page automatically also. At the same time, the audio on-off buttons should toggle Show Hide as I choose between audio on and off. Audio turns off. The audio on button hides and the audio off button shows. Now I'll click the audio off button to turn the audio back on. I'm going to click the next page button to go to the next page to see if the audio continues to be on. When you are satisfied that the audio action set is working correctly, all you have to do is copy and paste the set of objects, which are the audio file, the actions that you put right on the page itself, and the audio buttons that include your new actions, onto the next page. And then just double-click the audio file and change it to the correct audio file for that page. So the first page audio setup will take 5 to 10 minutes. But the rest of the pages should take only 10 to 20 seconds each. I hope this quick Lectora audio button lesson was helpful. If there are other lessons you'd like to see, send me an email and I'll try to add that to my 1-minute mentor list. Thank you.